One of the fastest ways to get viewers to click away faster than you can say like and subscribe is to have terrible audio. Stop losing viewers within the first 10 seconds. Bad audio is the silent killer of great content. And I'm about to show you two tools that will transform your sound without a steep learning curve. Here's the brutal truth. Truth bomb incoming. Here is the brutal truth. People will forgive bad video quality, but never will they forgive bad audio. Today, I'm going to show you how to fix your audio extremely quickly without you needing a sound engineering degree. The difference between beginning sounding audio and pro sounding audio isn't like a $3,000 microphone, but it is a really inexpensive plug-in or tool that you can use to get your audio sounding sweet. So let's jump into DaVinci Resolve real quick. Oh, why DaVinci Resolve? Because it is DaVinci Resolve over 40 in 20 in 30 day 20. Oh my God, these numbers are getting a little bit psycho. DaVinci Resolve over 40 in 30 day 20. Let's dive in. First thing I'm going to do is pop open a little button and bring DaVinci Resolve to the front. And then we go into live demo mode. Now I have opened up a brand new project and I'm going to drag on this video here, which I recorded with my iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'm going to embiggen this track. Yes, non-standard English here. I'm going to embiggen this track so that you can get a better see of what's going on. And I'm going to let this play for just like a little smidgy. Creators, welcome to DaVinci Resolve over 40 in 20 day number 19. Now today, what we're going to do is show you how to increase the audio quality in DaVinci Resolve. Okay, so that is the standard audio out of my iPhone. And honestly, my room isn't that bad, so it doesn't sound absolutely terrible, but it ain't absolutely perfect either. Let's pop back over to Ecamm real quick, and I'm going to show you some of the tools that we're going to talk about today. The first one I'm going to show you is a tool that is made by iZotope, and it is called VEA. So VEA stands for Voice Enhancement Assistant. And this program, which you can get a 10-day trial, and I'm going to highly suggest you go through the steps of downloading this trial and trying it either in Resolve or Final Cut, wherever you do your video editing, and try it out for yourself. I am going to tell you, you'll notice today I'm wearing these cans. These are Shure 840 Alphas. I'm wearing these cans because you want to hear it really, really good, right? Now, I have in-ear monitors. These work fine. Your AirPods would work fine, but the better the headphone, the better you can make the sound. And this is very important because if you remember the beginning of the year, the CEO of YouTube came out and told us that so many people are watching on televisions, and televisions notoriously have terrible speakers. Many people have a HomePod or a Galaxy speaker or something else, a soundbar or Sonos, in order to make that TV sound better. So when your audio is dookie, it comes across worse when people are watching your content on TV. The phone, you can get away with some things, but headphones and TVs, home theater system, you're going to want to make it sound good. So present yourself correctly. You know, it's like a first impression type of situation, right? Let's stop tripping. Let's get back in. Okay, so I'm also highly suggest you put your headphones on, slide down here, watch this little video clip, and check out the samples down here where you have some before and afters. Now, I'm not going to bore you and play them here, number one, because I don't want to get in trouble with iZotope, but it is a thing that you kind of need to hear in your own headphones, not after it's been processed by YouTube, and it will make this make sense. Now, this plugin, if we hit the buy button, is $29. That's a one-time situation, $29 in there like swimwear, and you're good to go, and it'll work in pretty much any of the sound programs on your computer, and it works using something that we call VST, and it will just make your job a lot easier. Now, the people that have been around the LGL fam for a long time know that I use Auphonic, and I wanted to bring you to the pricing page because I remind you all the time that it does have 2 hours for free. So if you are a content creator who is doing like 3 or 4 videos a month and your videos are under 5 minutes, bingo, bango, pickle, mango. you got free Auphonic will cover you. But if you're like me, couple of podcasts, video every day, you're going to burn through that free 2 hours in no time. So the pricing is as follows. If you're on a yearly plan, I switched to monthly just so people, full transparencies, right? You can get 9 hours a month for round about $13 a month. That's actually relatively cheap. Job Monkey would tell you that's a single bundle of bananas, right? So you could do that. You could also purchase what's known as one-time credits, which I suggested in the beginning while you kind of get your feet and figure it out. Drop it like 22 bones and buy 10 hours and run through it and see how much better your stuff, is. It's going to cost you $20, but you can run through it. Now, it's kind of a thing. This is a decision you're going to make once you hear the sounds, and you can decide what's better for you, $29 for VEA or $22 for like 10 hours of this, realizing that you're going to be re-upping. What I normally do is buy 100-hour blocks and just go through them, and they last me well over a year, and I just buy another. So I'm really about 100-ish. I do like 100-ish, $150 a month, and I'm sorry, a year. But you know me, I create tons of content, okay? So I run through it, but to me, it's well worth it. Now, let me take you into DaVinci and show you what the difference is and how they sound, okay? So first things first, let's pop back over to the DaVinci Resolve. And what we're going to want to do is we are going to want to go into Fairlight. So if we come down here on the bottom of the situation, there's a little music key, and that is Fairlight, right? So we're going to press that. That's going to bring us over here, and these are our audio tracks. So we're going to pick this up, and I'm going to name this first one iPhone so we can keep it clear, though. iPhone. Bingo. All right, there is that. I'm going to take this exact same track and pull it down to make a duplicate to track number 2. And then on track number 2, we're going to call this VEA, right? That's Voice Enhancement Assistant. And then I'm going to bring in the one that I pre-ran on Auphonic from this same clip. So let me grab that, and it will say Blackmagic Camera iPhone 16 Auphonic bingo, right? So now these guys are all set up. Can I do clip color? Let's do it that way. Ooh, right click. And we're going to go clip color. All right. So we are going to click on VEA first, and we're going to mute this guy and mute this guy. We're going to come over here to where it says A2. Okay. A2 is the track that has the VEA on it. And actually, I'm going to need to pull the mixer out so you can see them all. I'm going to click on effects, and then let me rearrange this zoom cycle so you can see. We're going to come down to restoration, VST, that's the plugin language, and we're going to say VEA. I think my fingers just missed. A2, restoration, VST. Hey, come on, fingers. Sorry, people. My fingers are on drugs. All right, there we go. There's VEA. And here's the little panel that opens up. Now, I have the iPhone muted and this one muted, but I'm going to play a sample of the audio so that VEA can do its thing. 40 in 20, day number 19. Now, today, what we're going to do is show you how to increase the audio quality in DaVinci Resolve. I am currently recording this video using my iPhone 16 Pro Max at VEA, I was going to say VCR. VEA has already done a good job. I can just hear it in my headphones. It's already gotten better. Before we go deeper, I do want to show you one other setting that you should change in your DaVinci if you haven't done so already. Final Cut doesn't really have this. So Final Cut, you're just going to have to trust the sauce. It doesn't have this kind of system like such. But let me come up here to the top. And in the loudness area, we want to click on the 3 dots and make sure that you're on BS1770-4. That's Bravo Sanchez .1770-4. It's complicated. It's a long word, but it means what it means. And I'm not going to explain it because it's way too nerdy. And don't get fueled by the new YouTube and Netflix and Disney. We want to leave it on that. This one here is the most up-to-date standard, so leave it up there like that. So Again, I'm going to play this. And remember, if you watch me on the channel, I'm always saying we want to get YouTube between negative 16 LUFS, loudness under full scale, and negative 14 LUFS, loudness under full scale. That's what LUFS stand for. And it's a industry standard so that your videos sound good. You know what's really super annoying? When you go to YouTube and you're listening to a video and everything sounds great, and the next video sounds like this, and then the next video sounds like this. Oh, that's just crazy. That's because people aren't using their audio according to the standards of YouTube and their negative 14 LUFS. So it's a weird name. I wish they named it something better, like make all your audio sound good, but let them do them and come out with crazy names. Not important to you. You just want to be somewhere between negative 14 and negative 16, and then you're gold. So let's come back over here to DaVinci Resolve. All right, so if I were to play this now, about 22 inches away, and as you know, iPhone built-in microphone audio doesn't sound that great, but with the help of a nice plugin, here we go. Now this audio
pretty good.
Should sound better.
It's pretty good.
And I'm going to show you how to make.
All right, it's coming in at negative 17. And to fix that, I would literally take this slider and slide it up 1. And then that should solve that problem.
Make this audio quality better because, of course, there's going to be many times
Bingo.
when all you can do is shoot with your phone. And that's not a bad thing.
Bingo.
Always
if I want it a little louder.
And with the way that the Blackmagic camera app is absolutely free for iOS and Android, you can record your greatest content with just your phone and some decent lighting. But it's always important to get that sound quality to sound good. So if you don't have an additional microphone and all you can do,
it's good. We're going a little hard, but let me explain to you what VEA is doing. So before we get too nuts up in here, let's embiggen this guy. So what the clean section does is it takes out any weird noise or background noises, fan noises, your computer humming, maybe the air conditioning, a little road noise from what's going on outside. It's going to denoise that track for you. What the shape is doing is applying some EQ or equalization. It's also leveling up your presence and tone by adjusting your mid-range, your highs and your lows, rolling off any unnecessary bass frequencies you might have in your room, just making it sound nice, but not so thin where, you crank up it too good and it sounds thin like you're talking in the speaker like your Timberland. Timberland, you guys know what Timberland sounds like, right? You don't want to do that. Then this last one over here where it says boost. Boost increases your level, improves your dynamic, and it's basically a compressor. Without you knowing how to work all the buttons inside a compressor, this is doing that compression and dynamics enhancement. This is doing equalization, and this is doing noise gate, de-esser, things of that nature. So it also has some samples in here like Beautiful Planet. I'm assuming that means that thing on BBC. They don't want to get sued by David Attenborough. This will give you a podcast sound, public radio sound, and a true crime sound. You're probably not going to hear the difference off of that iPhone video, but let's show you another example. So what we're going to do now is back this up, and we're going to mute out. We're going to mute out the this guy, mute out the iPhone, and just play the Auphonic version. I'm going to try something. I didn't try this earlier. Let's see if we can do this. If I solo this guy, it doesn't work.
Do is show you how to increase the audio quality in DaVinci Resolve.
So this is the Auphonic version. Notice that it says negative 16 because that's the way I have it set up in Auphonic, right?
Phone built-in microphone audio doesn't sound that great, but with the help of a nice plugin, here we go. Now this audio should sound.
Now what I'm going to do is play the iPhone version.
There's going to be many times when all you can do is shoot with your phone, and that's not a bad thing. Always work with what you have. And with the way that...
And let's go to VEA version.
Absolutely free for iOS and Android, you can record your greatest content with just your phone.
And then the Auphonic version.
But it's always important to get that sound quality to sound good. So if you don't have an additional microphone and all you can do is record with the built-in stock recording
iPhone version,
show you how to make that sound the best in DaVinci Resolve, which is also free. Now there's a little caveat. You know me, I'm famous for
VEA version,
which is a plugin which you can use about 2 hours a month for free. But I'm going to also show you another way, because
Auphonic version.
this is going to use a plugin called VEA, which is Voice Enhancement Assistant, and it's available from iZotope. So what you have been listening to is...
Fam, I don't know about you. I don't want to tell you which one to like. I want you to tell me in the comment section below which one you like. But I can tell you what, both the Auphonic version and the VEA version, Voice Enhancement Assistant, I'll stick to VEA. They both sound way better than just the raw iPhone itself. Now, the funny thing is, my room is what we in the sound business would call relatively clean. It's not too noisy, so my iPhone audio actually sounded not that bad because I'm in a decent room. So because you can do this with a trial, go outside in the street and record some audio with your phone, bring it in this thing and hit it with VEA and see what you come up with. I'm curious, what do you think? Which one of these guys sounded the best for you? Either way, without a lot of work and really, really short sort of editing cycle, you can make your audio sound way better for your people without you having to be a sound engineer. I love the fact that DaVinci has an entire sound editing suite built inside because I have audio engineering chops. I do not want to teach that to y'all because y'all will curse me out when you see me in public. You're like, Doc, why did you put me through that? It's painful. The reason why I use Auphonic, and people who know me have heard me say this before, because if I didn't use Auphonic or a tool like VEA, I would spend hours tweaking the audio, and I don't want to do that anymore. I am saving me from me. Now, you know what I say around here? I don't know who needed to hear this or hear it this good, but if it was you, let me know in the comment section below. And right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video they think you should watch after you like and subscribe. And I agree with him.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence to let them in talk.